There's a lot of expectations for Victor Wembanyama heading into his second season. He's expected to take his game to even another level from what he did last year. People are expecting him to dominate. And last night, he made his debut for his second season. And it definitely did not live up to expectations last night. He was terrible, just terrible for the most part all around. There were a few positives I saw, but it was just mostly just bad overall. I would say just the stat line for the game was he shot 5 of 18 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3. He had nine rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and just 4 turnovers. Just it was really bad. Just really terrible. I would say that to some degree you got to give credit to the Mavericks. They were really hounding him. Their two-headed monster of Daniel Gafford and Lively is a very good defensive tandem. They really are good working together. Just their powers combined make the Mavs a very good defensive team. And those guys were harassing Victor throughout the game. Granted, they did also get some help whenever he was trying to post up. So they did a good job, but even with that being said, I thought Victor could have been better. I thought he could have done a much better job in what he did last night. One thing I want to mention is I just don't ever see Victor becoming a good three-point shooter. I respect that this guy has confidence to keep taking the three-point shot, even though he's not good at it. Last year, he shot only 32.5 from the field, which to me was bad. Is pretty bad when you're shooting high volume rate of threes. I think for a big man, you got to at least shoot 35 or above from three. So I know people are going to say it's only a few percentage points off, but I just don't think he's a good three-point shooter. When I see him shoot it, it just doesn't work out. Just it's usually mostly bad than good, but he's still trying to chuck up as many threes as possible. I think that's because he looked up to Kevin Durant growing up, so he's trying to still be like a 7'5" Kevin Durant. I don't think it's going to work out for him. The sooner he accepts that he's not going to ever be like Durant, I think the better off he's going to be in that regard. I'm not saying that he should just post up on every possession, but I think he needs to stay away from the three-point shot unless he's wide open to take it. Just it's not working out. It's it makes him a lot less efficient on the offensive end. The other thing I would say is that I did notice he did make more of an effort to post up. I think there were 7 or 8 times in the game where he was trying to get post up position, and he failed pretty much on all of them. Just when he got the ball, he got stripped a bunch of times. But to be fair, the Mavericks got away with some hacking on their end where they didn't call the foul. Also, he had that one moment where Luka pulled the chair on him when he had positioning. So I think it's going to be a work in progress, his post-up game. But I'll give him credit for trying to add that to his game as another dimension in his game to post up. He did have this one successful moment where I think he posted up Lively on the baseline, and it looked like an old school Tim Duncan like post up move. So that shows he has some potential to get better at this. It's going to just take some time for him to get comfortable backing guys down the post, but definitely something he should continue to work on to get better because it'll make his life a lot easier because he'll get more efficient shots. So I'll say that just he should continue to work on that. But the other thing I like to see him do is rely more on the mid-range shot. Just when he took a few mid-range shots, he made them. And I think he could become a great mid-range shooter. I know people are against the mid-range shot because it's not in vogue anymore in this current NBA, but I think that's going to be his bread and butter. I think he could shoot something like 60% or greater from the mid-range because no one can really contest his shot in that area. I think that's where he should go to when he's struggling to get easy baskets or he can't get post position. He should go to the mid-range. That's just my opinion about that. Granted, he only had 1 assist tonight. I still thought his playmaking was indirectly good. I know some of you people are going to wonder, how can you have great playmaking when you only had 1 assist? Well, I'll say this. A few times last night on offensive rebounds, he he deflected the ball right in position for one of his teammates to get a layup or a dunk, and he did it perfectly, like it was choreographed. I think those should be assists, but they're not going to count them. But I saw that, and plus just the ball movement was great from last night. He may not have gotten any more direct assists than that one assist, but he had what they call hockey assists, where he was setting up one of his teammates to get the ball so that the other one could get it into a good position. That's a hockey assist. And I saw that quite a few times. And I saw his passing out of double teams was pretty good. So I think his playmaking has improved, but he needs to, like I said, stay away from the 3-point shooting and just get more comfortable with posting up, which I think he will over time, and he'll get better and better at that, and just rely more on the mid-range than the 3-point shot. I just think he's going to be like Giannis, where he's just never going to be good at the three. Do I applaud his confidence for not being scared to take it when he's open? Yeah, but I just think he needs to take less of those, especially when he's contested. Just stay away from the 3-point shot unless you're wide open. That's what I would tell him to do, really, and just that's about it. I do think he'll be better the next game or two. Just the Mavericks are a team that's designed to cause problems for him, simply because they have that two-headed monster in Lively and Gafford that they can harass him. But I think over time he's going to get better dealing with those guys. It's just going to be a work in progress. That's what I would tell anybody when it comes to Victor.